How's it going, everybody? You want to see something really cool, really dark and disturbing? How about a flesh-eating beetle colony? Yeah, I've had these for 2 years. You gotta check these things out. So this is where I keep my flesh-eating beetles. It's in an aquarium in the garage. I usually have a fine mesh lid on it, and you can see all these bones. And here's a snake carcass. I just put this in today. Now look at this. They have already eaten the snake muscle all the way down to the bones. So these are the beetles. Now technically they're the larvae. So these are the beetle larvae, and they love to eat meat, but they don't eat bones. They just dig in, and they eat all the muscle and all the fat and all the gristle, but they leave the bones. So you end up with basically cleaned animal bones. And you see I've got a lot of bones in here. Here's a whole goat skull. Look at how they took the whole goat skull, just right down to bone. Here's a wild turkey, and then let's get back to the snake. This is what the adult flesh-eating beetle looks like. See it right there in the middle? So it's a true beetle, and it's feeding on the meat as well. And then it has sex, and it lays eggs, and then the eggs hatch into larvae. The larvae turn into beetles, and the cycle repeats itself. Now there's actually thousands of beetles and beetle larvae in this tank. They're all kind of hiding from the light, but you want to see what this looks like if I just grab this mess? Oh, look underneath here. Look at how absolutely disgusting. Oh, you should feel them crawling in the hand. These are flesh-eating beetles, but they prefer dead flesh. Oh, the stuff of nightmares, right? So I started this dermestid beetle colony from some beetles that my friend David sent me from Florida. He does this professionally. He cleans deer skulls and alligator skulls. But what use would I have for them? Well, here's a bone. Okay, what can I do with this bone? This might be a handle for a knife. I've made fish hooks. I've made all sorts of amazing stuff out of bone. And this is where I get my material. Here's an example of what I use the bone for. This is a deer leg bone. You see it's been cleaned by the beetles. And I hafted a glass dagger blade that I made onto this as a pretty cool little knife. You want to see some more? Here's another use of the bones. You can see this is an entire jawbone from a deer, and I've basically done an obsidian dagger head, basically a knife, and then embedded it in there. So that's pretty cool. And here's a knife completely made out of bone. It's got a long deer leg bone handle, and then this is a big bone that basically I've shaped and then carved kind of a fern pattern into, and I've hafted it using natural deer tendon material and animal hide glue. Here's an entire deer skull, again cleaned by the beetles, and then I did apply some bleach and glued the teeth in, glued the jawbone in, so that's a pretty spectacular piece. Anybody know what this is? This is an armadillo skull without the armor plating. How about these? Anybody know what these are? These are wild turkey skulls, again, that I prepared using the beetle colony. All those little delicate bones, they're all preserved. And check this out! This is an alligator skull that my friend David prepared. He does this professionally. I'm going to have a link at the end of this video for his business. He'll make these and sell these to you. Look at that gator.